Hi everyone, Dan Byrnes here from NINOX Leadership Academy to talk you through the worksheet. Specifying the performance gap is the first step in our methodology. Let's work through the process now. What are the categories of references that we're going to look at? The first category is the prescribed job requirements. Examples would be the employment contract, the position description, the duty statement, key result areas, or those type of specifications. The second category is what we call other defined expectations. So those might be goals, objectives, KPIs, scorecards, project plans. They might evolve over time. They might be more dynamic than the employment contract, the position description, the duty statement. Then we have codes of practice or ethics, organizational policies, values, etc. These two categories here fall under what you might call our responsibility as a leader to manage people's individual performance and to manage team effectiveness. There's a second area, and that would be to attend to the individual growth of employees and to create a positive employee experience or employee value proposition. What might be the categories under there? The person's career aspirations and their full potential. So, under the career aspirations, what are the goals or aspirations they've shared with you? And what are your observations of their performance versus potential? Once we have our categories identified and references assembled, what does it say in those references that specifies the target performance? Next, we want to line up the target performance against the current performance, and the difference between the target performance and the current performance is the gap or shortfall. In this example, the position description says this person in their role needs to lead and mentor a team of 6 junior leaders. And our observation of their current performance is that they are leading mainly via tasking instructions, but not mentoring their reports on their own leadership style and decision making. So in this instance, we might identify the gap or shortfall as what I need this person to do differently is conduct regular one-on-one mentoring to develop leadership capability in their reports. So target performance, current performance, gap or shortfall. In the next example, the organization's quality manual requires that this manager conducts closeout debriefs after all projects and distributes the lessons learned. Our observation of the current performance is that debriefs and lessons learned only occurred on 3 of the 5 projects this financial year, and therefore the gap or shortfall is to conduct debriefs for the 2 missed projects and distribute the lessons learned. On occasion, we might find that a second reference, in this case the position description, also specifies that this person in the role proactively fosters a culture of continuous improvement. And due to the same shortfall, what we find is that they are not consistently setting or embodying the standard, and that there's a second gap they need to fill, lead by example in making debriefs and lessons learned a valued and non-negotiable part of our culture. Let's look at a third example where the reference isn't a document, but the person's career aspirations. In this example, you are aware from previous conversations that the person shared with you their desire to seek promotion to team leader in the next 2 years. What you're observing about their current performance is that they're not yet confident to hold staff accountable. And therefore, the gap or shortfall is they need to develop skills and confidence to give performance feedback and drive accountability before they are considered ready for promotion. A fourth example, you may have observed the person's full potential in that they have the ability to delegate effectively and focus on their own responsibilities. What you also observe is that they tend to micromanage when under pressure. And so the gap or shortfall is they need to develop strategies to consistently delegate, trust, and stay out of the detail. In summary, what are the steps to specify the performance gap? Make good, detailed, and objective observations of the substandard performance and keep notes where necessary. Consult the relevant references, compare current versus target performance, and finally, to specify the performance gap. That is the information we need to go into a feedback conversation so that we can home in on what is the behavior change we need to bring the person up to the required performance level. If you'd like more information about the full toolkit, you can scan the QR code or go to the URL on the right-hand side. Thanks for watching.